Welcome, everyone, to the one, the only DayBreakers podcast, starring the Roundtable cast, Alex.
Sup?
Sil.
Hey.
Corey.
Pussy fart.
Ross.
Hey, guys.
And myself, Joe. Hello there. So, how was everyone's week?
Who do you want to start that conversation, Joe?
Let's start with you, Corey, since you spoke up first.
Oh, damn.
Bitch ass mother. Okay, so anyway, my week has revolved around the criminal underworld of Japan, known as Yakuza. Specifically, I finished playing and beating Yakuza 6.
How
Which
was it?
I'm getting to that, bitch. Yakuza 6 is probably... It's currently right now my game of the year. Like, it's June right now, we got a couple of months to go, but this thing I don't think can be topped for me. It's incredible. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful, wonderful game.
What can you do in this game?
You can do so many things in this game. Holy fuck.
Like what?
Like, okay, so, first of all, you can go through certain buildings now in this game. In previous Yakuza games, you were limited to a couple of buildings. There were specifically restaurants and Club Sega and a couple of other areas. But with this, you can go inside certain buildings. You can climb up on top of the rooftops. You can go between them. Like, they've changed up the entire thing. I think they needed like an entirely new engine for it, which leads to some things that are kind of buggy, where like you can hit an enemy and they'll start bouncing up and down against the roof and the floor, but that's fine. I loved it. It was really silly shit. You can run around to Club Sega, which now has at least like 5 or 6 games, including but not limited to Fantasy Zone,
Second Life,
Outrun, Outlast, Space Harrier, Virtua Fighter 5, and Puyo.
Nice.
Which is admittedly just the assets from Puyo Tetris dumbed down a little bit. In single player, you get stuck into a survival endless Puyo thing, and you have at least like 6 characters to choose from. But with multiplayer, it's like choose your own thing. But the other cool stuff about it is the fact that there's this so they changed up how leveling works in this game.
Yeah.
So now you get XP for like 5 different attributes. You get like a XP for strength, technique, other skills, and whatnot. And you all get it. You get it from like certain things. You get it from like playing games or doing missions or eating food. It's turned as like a pure River City thing. But it is just nuts, the kind of skills that you can get. Like, you have to level up your how much money you can earn from beating people in encounters, or how much XP you earn, or how well you talk to women, or how easy it is for you to make friends at bars. Fucking... It's insane shit that's labeled in a whole section that's labeled just other skills.
Let me ask you, would you say this is your favorite out of the entire Yakuza series?
Yes. Like, granted, I have not played every single Yakuza game. I will admit that. I've played 0, I've played Kiwami 1, I've played 4, 5, 6, and I started up 3 and never finished it. But, out of all of those, out of all the cool shit in those games, out of all the dramatic boss fights and encounters and such, this one had me on the most edge of my seat. Because I blame this to the fact that I got into Yakuza late. So, there's like there's at least 1 to 5 other games plus a prequel, and you play those and you're like, okay, I'm in a dangerous scenario, things are looking bleak. But there's a bunch of sequels, so I know I lived through this. So let's just get to that part. This game has been built up though to the point where it's just like this is the end of Kazuma Kiryu. So near the end of the game, I'm just praying like, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Oh my god, my son, do not die.
The ending
And
of
of course,
Yakuza 6 has made me, like, it's one of the most emotional endings I've ever seen in a game, honestly.
I'll have to
absolutely.
check it out for myself.
And just, of course, with every Yakuza game, there's a shit ton of sub stories to do, and I'm not sure if I'm even like halfway through it. But like the coolest sub story and thing that they added was a thing called Clan Creator, where you run around recruiting people to be in the Kiryu clan, which, let's be honest, is going to be full of, thankfully, NJPW fucking wrestlers. And
Nice.
you use your clan to go and fight fucking Kazuchika Okada, fucking Tanahashi, Naito, and all these people in like a real-time battle. And it's fucking nuts that this is even like, it's almost a part of the main game. Like you do it like on the side, but you encounter it in the main story. Okada is in the main story of fucking Yakuza 6.
Wow.
Like, you just bump into him, he's just like, Kiryu, huh? We'll meet again. And you fucking
Ooh.
fight him, and he does the fucking Rainmaker. Everyone does their fucking finishers, and it's fucking great. The only gripe is that this game, number one, does not have a boss fight with Goro Majima in it, which is almost a little bit of a staple when it comes to the Yakuza games. You'll fight a Goro-esque person or Goro, and the entire game he's in jail. But you can recruit him like through codes and crap.
Oh, cool.
For your clan. And the other little issue that I have is this thing called Troubler, which is a little app that they give you on your little Yakuza smartphone. And it's like you're walking around minding your own business or trying to get to a restaurant, and all of a sudden it starts vibrating, and it's like, hey, so there's like a fire in this area. Somebody needs to go stop it. And you're not required to do anything about it, but like if you don't do anything, then it does try to guilt you, and it's just like, man, I'm busy. I don't have time to worry about every single fire in Kamurocho.
Right.
And early on in the game, my other little gripe is that it almost seems like it's a little difficult to earn money in it. Like, not every encounter will give you money for beating it or items to sell. So you do have to kind of be smart about how you spend it. Later on, it does seem like, especially through Clan Creator, you will get a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's just like, I have 50 cents. Can I have, like, a crumb to eat? I'm low on health. I am very hungry. But it writes itself. But the story, the main part of it, is just absolutely amazing. Guest starring Beat Takeshi Kitano of Japan, big famous star. There's a boss fight with him. There's a boss fight where you fight a little old man who's got like a ton of knives on him, and it's fucking nuts. It's like fighting Cotton Hill from King of the Hill. He's just running around like, damn Nazis blew my shins off.
Oh, Dad, you crazy.
It's nuts. I love it so much. But great. It's a grade A game. I absolutely adore it. But yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. There's a couple of sub stories that like reference like media and like movies and shit.
Right.
Like specifically, there was a sub story that was explicitly labeled "The Girl Who Leapt Through Time,"
Ooh.
which is
that
based
movie.
on an anime or something. I think it
I
was
love that
just
movie.
an anime. Yeah.
It was an anime movie.
I don't remember if it was just an anime or if it was a manga too, but there was another one called A Freaky Situation where two people swapped bodies,
Yeah.
which is obviously based on Freaky Friday, except I won't spoil it. Anyway, you fight Ghost.
Ghost.
There's a cemetery. There's a cemetery where you fight fucking the ghost of dead Hiroshima pirates.
Oh God.
And every time you do, Kiryu passes out on the ground after the fight. And, like, at the final battle, he's just like, so, hey, guys, before we do this, I keep passing out on the ground and my suit keeps getting dirty. Can we not have that happen this time? And then you win the fight, and he passes out, but he's at his home.
I see.
What?
It's really nice. But, there's also a fishing minigame. It's not like normal fishing where you have like a rod and reel. It's deep sea spear gun fishing. It's like a railgun game where you're just on a track swimming around and shooting at fish. And at the very end is a big encounter where you fight a giant squid.
Hmm.
And that's just in level 1.
Did you ever do that cat cafe stuff?
I got it. I didn't do it. But you can make a cat cafe. You can fill a cat cafe up with cats.
Jesus.
There's a ton of shit to do in that game. They also redid the karaoke minigames. So it's not just like, or I guess it is still like pressing buttons, but it has like a different UI and shit.
Right.
And none of the classic songs show up. There's no Bakumatai, so that's a gripe. That's a strike off. But the game's already perfect in every other way, so it's like, well, who cares?
But does it have billiards?
Yes. Wait.
Okay.
No. Wait. Does it?
I don't think it
I
does.
think it does.
I don't think it
It
does
does.
because it doesn't have bowling.
Billiards are riot.
Well, you have billiards in like every other Yakuza game.
Billiards are riot.
Get over it, pussy fart. You can go to a gym though. The bowling alley got replaced with a gym.
Aw.
It gives you sets to work out, and then the guy's all like, "Okay, so here's what I want you to eat for your diet," and he just gives you like a fucking riddle, and you're like, "Why don't you just tell me what to eat, bitch?"
No, you have to work your brain too, nerd.
Just give
Actually-
me a list, please.
The biggest improvement into this game is the fact that you can finally eat at Wild Jackson.
What is that?
It's a chicken place. But like it's appeared in like almost like I think since like 4, and you could never actually go inside and eat there. You always were just stuck outside, and now you can finally eat there, and it's just like you get like a chicken sandwich or a spicy chicken sandwich.
Huh.
And it's the biggest improvement ever. I think right now, if I do get back into it, the last thing it told me was, "Hey, so there have been UFO sightings."
UFOs.
UFOs over Kamurocho.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
And it's like, if you have a UFO finder, go up to like the highest point and look for it. So, I'm looking forward to finding out what happens with that.
You get abducted.
Kiri has to go to Jupiter and fight aliens and shit.
Yakuza 7. The War on Mars.
And in that game, because Kiryu can't be the main character anymore, it's a Martian wearing his outfit.
Jupiter
Green
sent trip to
Kiryu.
Uranus.
Kind of looks like a Martian. The new guy is supposed to be the next protagonist. He's got some crazy hair and shit. Yeah, that's been my entire week, is just trying to beat Yakuza. Watched a little bit of wrestling. Wrestling was okay. It wasn't great. And, yeah.
Well, that is fantastic, Corey. Ross, how was your week?
Pretty boring. I mean, the most eventful thing that happened to me besides SCP recently is I'm going to be starting a job soon, finally.
Oh, fantastic.
And basically, it's just airplane parts, assembly, 10 hours a day. Not bad.
That sounds pretty interesting.
I guess I can't really go into much detail, but it's a pretty good job with good benefits. So I'm looking forward to that down the line.
Understandable.
Yeah, besides that, not much else.
Alex?
Oh, Alex. Me?
Yes, you.
No, the other Alex.
Oh.
There's another Alex? Oh my god!
Joseph, don't worry about the clone army, alright?
You have clones?
It's fine. It's just contingency.
Which one of you is plotting our deaths?
I want to assume all of us are plotting each other's deaths except you, Joe. You know.
Anyway, Alex, how was your week?
Didn't do a whole lot. I went to the eye doctor today. That was boring, but I also saw we rented Pacific Rim Uprising on Redbox, and it basically sucked. It wasn't that great.
It was terrible.
It was worse than the first one?
It was definitely worse than the first one.
The first one was amazing to me. I still love the first one.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Shut up, Corey. This is my week.
Damn.
He's right.
It's been a million years since I watched the first one, but I remember being way more into it than this movie. There's a lot of humor they try to do, and it just falls flat on his face, and I'm just like, you were trying to make me laugh, weren't you?
I feel like a lot of movies nowadays are doing that when they shouldn't.
Right. Forced humor?
Yeah, like the movies that can actually get away with that kind of thing, like Marvel movies, they're trying to copy that.
Yeah.
And it's not working.
There's a part where the kids piloting the robot are like, yeah, we kicked that robot's ass. And they start flipping the bird at the robot, and I'm like, I feel like you're trying to make me laugh, but that's really not working.
And honestly, the mechs in that the mechs in that movie weren't the best designs. They were kind of lackluster, especially when you compare them to the other movie where they all were relatively different and unique. These were just mostly big body, big arm, have a weapon.
But now they're all mass-produced.
Not really. No.
Well, as in they have a specific design.
No. But there are...
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay, you said in the first movie they were all different and unique, sort of.
But
they were all built from different countries in the first film.
It was like they were wildly different, because there's one that has 3 arms.
Jesus.
Stuff like that. But in this movie...
One of them looks like a fucking tower.
In this movie, most of them have a more general shape. One of them may be thicker, one's skinnier. There was 4 of them, and I can't even remember the 4th one. Oh, it had a whip. It was a normal robot, but it had a whip.
Yeah. A little electro whip. And it was dumb. Got a shit wrecked. Everyone got a shit wrecked. Oh, and the ending.
How were the kaiju? Were they any better?
They all honestly seem kind of generic, but they did do a cool thing where there was 3 of them and they fused together.
Yeah, that was the best thing about it.
There was also a part where one of the robots, the Jaegers, gets his shit wrecked, and the pilot ejects, and they land right next, because they're in Japan, they land right next to a statue of a Gundam. And I turned to Corey, I'm like, if that Gundam turns out to be a secret Jaeger and they get in it, I would pop off. And they didn't, so I didn't.
Missed opportunity.
Very missed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kaiju were alright. They each kind of had their own little thing going on. One of them had a face shield, one of them burrowed around, but I don't remember the third one, and then they all fused together into just one big thing that just fucked everyone's shit up. And then they fucking launched themselves up in the sky and just crashed down into it and split in half. And the little girl is just like, "We did it!" And the title pops up and the movie ends.
Ah.
Boo.
That's it.
Yeah, all the characters were pretty uninteresting, all things considered.
There was nothing to make me want to like any of them.
I'm gonna spoil it right now. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
See, in the first movie, it's like because they're aliens coming out of the ocean, it's kind of like this mystery to where they came from and stuff. But in this movie, they take over Newt, the scientist guy, and he basically just becomes a big bad Power Rangers villain, taunting the heroes.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, you're right.
Make my monster grow.
Oh my god, that's right. And like, there's this. I remember this movie had a lot of fucking issues with it, where it was just like the Guillermo del Toro is no longer in charge of it. This new guy's in charge, and I actually looked up the guy, and it's just like, this is his first movie. Everything else, like, he's taken over projects like Daredevil and stuff on Netflix, and it's just like he's never stayed in one spot, and he has no credentials other than he finished Uprising.
Huh.
And it's
a good start.
I don't know. I'm not so sure. But like, I did also look up how much it made compared to how much it was made with. Its budget compared to its box office, and its budget was like 150 to 175 million. It made 290.1 million. So I guess it did okay. Except all the reviews are like 43%, 5.7 out of 10. It's just, ugh.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I would say if you really want to watch it, rent it. But if you don't see it at the Redbox, like, don't go hunting for it. Don't waste your energy.
Gotcha.
Go watch the original one, or go buy Yakuza 6.
I didn't do much
All right.
anything else this week. I played a little bit of Dragon Ball today. I made some Half-Life videos. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm lonely. But that was my week.
Fantastic. How about you, Still?
Pause.
Leaving that in.
Holy...
My saliva got caught in my throat.
She's choking on spit.
Just about choke puke burped.
Ew.
Okay. All right. Take it from the top. Joke.
How about you, Sil?
I'm great. I mean, I did great. I mean, my week.
You
was
did great, Sil.
This is all staying in.
You did great.
You do well. Yeah, my week consisted of Jack and poop. But my parents went to Las Vegas over the weekend for my mom's birthday and my Father's Day. We were about to go, like we were spontaneously about to go after we went to my cousin's graduation party. Shout out, what up, homie? You're not here, but whatever, nerd. But we were gonna spontaneously go with them after we heard news that Ross got his application accepted, basically.
Nice.
But my dad said, you know what? What if they call him because we're coming back Tuesday? And then we were like, damn it.
Yeah.
He's right, you know. Man, I was gonna look forward to playing on the slot machines.
I was gonna take the whole $500 over there and just waste it all on slots
You really wanted to
for once.
exclamation point slots 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in Las Vegas would get you into that all lobster fucking buffet.
Hey, one day, family trip. When do the Daybreakers go to Las Vegas, baby? Let's go to Excalibur, get like 2 connecting rooms, and let's get it on.
Save it for
Yeah!
Save it for the. Oh, sorry guys, I have to save it for the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Probably don't say let's get it on, because that either implies we're getting into a boxing fight or we're going to have an orgy.
Let's get it on.
Stop yourself.
But yeah, my dad had to send me a message. He was like, I said, "Happy Father's Day, y'all kids have fun." And he said, "Okay, thank you. Make sure to take care of my other 2 kids over there." And I'm just like, every time they're gone, I have to be home, Susie homemaker.
Because you're the big girl of the family.
Isn't that funny? Like I'm like in my early 20s, and then my siblings are like in their 30s, and I'm the freaking mommy. What the hell?
You're the responsible one.
It's like Alex. He's the responsible one.
Alex,
Yeah,
Mama,
true.
we're
I'm
both moms.
Mama Alex.
I'm the
Hey,
one
wh-
that does the cooking and the cleaning and the.
Shit, we should have fucking Mother's Day appreciation.
Oh my god.
What the hell? But
Alex, you didn't tell me you were bringing
Politics.
firepower.
You didn't tell me you had a secret weapon, Luigi.
were you gonna say
I
something,
don't know.
Ross?
I don't know. I was going to, and then I had a brain fart.
Your Indian sandwich.
Hey, Gene, would you make me
It is.
a sandwich? No, you're a
It is.
sandwich.
Speaking of Indian sandwich,
Numbers.
What the fuck?
What numbers? What?
Nothing. It's a meme.
I don't.
That one's for you, Robert. Shout out.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday, Robert.
Happy
This will
birthday, Robert.
come out like 5 days after your birthday, but whatever.
Happy birthday.
No,
to-
don't sing that. We will get sued.
Yeah, we will
It's
get
Happy
your
birthday
Shh.
to My Little Pony, Robert. Remix.
Yeah, that works.
There we go.
That can stay in.
Saved it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I made some teriyaki chicken. That shit was good.
Ooh.
Shout outs to Foster Farms. Wait a minute.
sponsor.
Sponsor. Just
Damn it!
kidding.
Now I'm not gonna
Walmart.
get the other. Now I'm not gonna get the other sponsorship.
Oh
We
no.
can have multiple sponsors.
Hey.
We can have 50 sponsors.
No, I don't think we can have that many. I think that's against the
Assuming-
law.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm imagining us with like those racing outfits that have the sponsorships all over them.
Oh yeah.
Ross can be
NASCAR.
hard.
Hey, if someone sponsors us, regardless of who it is, it could be Blue Apron, it could be Bad Dragon, it could be anyone. I can get a hat with that logo on it. I'll be a shill. I'll be a big shill.
Alright,
I really
do
hope
you
that Dragon fucking sponsors us.
do you have the balls to wear a Bad Dragon hat in public?
Yes, I'll do it.
Alright, I will too.
What if it has a dragon dildo on it?
Exactly.
So what? Free
Oh
country.
damn! Y'all hear
You wear
that?
it to church?
What if it has a legitimate, fully sized dragon dildo on the front of it?
It's like a unicorn hat.
Like popping out of it?
Yes.
If anyone
It's a functional hat.
if anyone questions it, you just tell them I'm getting paid for this.
I'm getting paid for this sponsorship.
That's true.
Oh fuck.
Fucking shunned out of the Bible Belt.
But in my other group I am in, it was community night last night,
Yeah.
and Ross actually suggested us we play SCP with them, and we did. And at first I thought it was gonna be like we were just gonna play like maybe an hour or two and then switch off to another game. But
Nah, dude. It was fucking lit.
it was lit. It was 6 hours. We lost track of time.
We played for 3 hours, and then we said, you know what? Let's take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back, and then we played another 3 fucking hours.
It's like once you get into it, like so much funny crap comes of, and then like you're in different teams, and then you start scheming, and then it's just fucking hilarious. Like you just have to be there. You just have to play.
Right.
And I would not mind, like this game would be fun if we all played too, and just bullshit.
Hey, it's free, guys.
Yeah, and it's free.
I'll download it then after this podcast.
Hey. No objection. But yeah, so many funny moments happen. Like, at first it was scary, and then first I was like so confused. I didn't know what the hell. I couldn't even open a door. I didn't know I could open a door. But after you get the hang of it, it's just like, I don't know. Like, even if you don't know what you're doing, it's still funny because you don't know what's gonna go on. Like, who are you? Are you gonna kill me? No? Okay, let's work together. And then they go, nah, bitch. So, like, so many funny things could happen.
Bro, I was with them at one point earlier, and I went into one of the armory rooms.
I knew. You jerk. You're gonna listen to this guy.
I picked up a grenade, and I waited for somebody to come up here to the armory door, and then I threw the grenade right outside the door, and it exploded and it killed like 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you got me and someone else prisoners, and you had the key to open the armory, and then
Oh yeah, that too.
yeah, say that stupid story, bitch.
Yeah. Okay. So I found Syl down there at one point, and we went to the armory, and she tried to open it up, but she didn't have the right key. So I pulled mine out and I opened it. And at first, I was actually just gonna get a weapon, and then we were all gonna go out. And then I had a really dirty thought to just lock them all in there and leave.
Ross is being dirty again.
You
It
did.
was fucking evil.
That's why they call him Filthy Ross.
Dirty Ross.
What a
Fuck
jerk.
you guys.
Nasty asshole Ross.
Hey, it was fucking lit though.
It was.
That game is fun as fuck.
Your asshole?
It's
No, the
Oh my
game!
God. Yeah, nasty. Yeah, there's some. We did go into public servers earlier, but it was kind of funny. I found someone that was fucking hilarious. His name was Midori. Shout out Midori out there, wherever you are. You fucking legit, fam.
If they're even listening.
No, but yeah, of course, every game has their toxic people and their squeakers.
Of course.
Especially if it's a free game. But even if you just play in a closed server with your homies, it's fun. I recommend it. I can see why Ross spends hours on that game, and you know what? I'm on board, baby. I'm on board, baby.
So when are you going to beat Birth by Sleep?
Okay, so Joe,
That's a good question.
how about you, Joe? How was your week?
My week was pretty ordinary. Only there was a few interesting spots within it. First of all, Disney is that much closer to getting Fox.
Uh-oh.
You-
Oh no.
That's kind of
Yes.
more news than your week.
Well, a lot of my week, besides working, is keeping up what's going on in the outside world.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to keep up with the little things that are going on in pop culture and entertainment. And Disney has outbid Comcast, so we may be seeing our favorite X-Men and Fantastic Four people might be in the MCU sometime soon. Maybe.
That would be interesting though.
Yeah,
At least if they do it right.
right. I've heard a lot of people say if they do another Fantastic Four movie, and I agree with this wholeheartedly, but if they do a Fantastic Four movie, it needs to be a period piece set in the 1960s. That's what made the Fantastic Four great, because they were it was kind of like it was a simpler time. and they were like simple characters. They were a family of superheroes. There's not much to it. The best Fantastic Four movie ever made was The Incredibles, because they got all the right.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I really thought
You
about
right. You right.
and
Simpler time when fucking Mr. Fantastic defeats Magneto with a wooden gun.
oh,
Fuck.
Good shit right there.
good shit.
Mm.
Pokemon Go updated. Now trading is finally in the game.
What the fuck?
Oh wow.
When did this game come
Barely?
out?
2 years ago.
That's fucked
Right.
up.
2
Yeah,
years.
So I had to wait a day because the trading and the whole friend system wasn't even in the game, even though they said it was. And today, what pissed off me and a few other people was, at first it said, you have to be level 38 so you can use this mechanic. And then I check it again, and it says 35. And then I checked it not that long ago and it said 30. I guess they're letting people slowly use it. So hopefully, when they get to my level, which is 21, I can use it.
Yo,
And I don't.
Or people just keep bitching about it, and then they lower the level cap.
So
One of the two.
This will actually help me a whole lot. I won't have to go out and hunt a Pikachu. Someone can give it to me, and I can.
Unless
call it a day.
nobody wants to give you a Pikachu.
That's
That would
barbaric.
suck.
Why would you say that?
Because people are rude.
I mean, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Right,
People
right,
are-
but
Greedy little Pikachu hoarders.
right. There are
I
people
have the
like that.
Pikachu. You want them? You will pay me.
You
I've already paid.
$500.
For 10
You can-
million shekels.
You can keep your money.
no, he's asking for your money.
No.
You're supposed to say you can keep your Pikachu.
You can keep my money.
You could keep my. What time is it? All right.
I'm reinstalling Pokemon Go.
It's fuck o'clock.
Yeah, it's my favorite hour.
Fuck o'clock. It's fuck o'clock. What else did you do, Joe?
I doodled a little bit. Right now, working on a picture of Darth Vader. I got 4 pages done in the comic. I think, yeah, working on number 5 right now. I'm feeling really good about this one. Feeling really good about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also really excited about this weekend because Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom is coming out tomorrow.
Oh, that's what you're excited about.
I'm really excited about dinosaurs. I hear it's a terrible movie, but I will go see it.
It can't be any worse than Pacific Rim Uprising.
We will compare and contrast next week.
Next week, if we survive. Oh wait, no, we will be alive next week. It'll be next week if we survive.
Right.
Next week.
All right. So,
Oh.
we have a new tradition. Me, Corey, and Alex, what we do at the end of the month. We play Mario Party.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
And last time was lit.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Last time on Mario Party, Alex was this close to obtaining a star when the sinister Corey stole it right from under his feet.
It was the perfect crime.
Will,
Completely perfect. I loved every second of it because he's like a space away from the star, and I'm on the other side of the map, and I used a warp block, got there, did my turn, got the star, and just took it away from him.
Jesus.
I never heard Alex that mad before.
Wait, no, that wasn't all. Because then immediately after, because we're in the space world in Mario Party 2, I hit the little event space, went up, and shot a beam down at Alex, which took all of his fucking coins.
Oh my god.
will the mighty plumber be able to survive and come back? Find out.
Oh, he did. He did come back because Alex still won, but he was fucking pissed.
It was hype. It was a good game, guys.
It was a great game. Even though I lost, it was a great game.
It was fucking crazy, and this next one will be even crazier,
Hopefully so.
or it'll be less crazy, and we'll come back disappointed. It'll be just like Money in the Bank. Ugh.
What was it? Was it 6 that was on the GameCube?
4, 5, and 6,
Oh.
And 7.
and
Which
7.
which one was on a cruise ship?
That was I want to say it. Say it was 7, maybe
Huh.
7 when they traveled all around the world. I think.
I guess I don't remember that well. You guys should play that one.
We've switched it up every now and then. There was one of them that we played, but we had to stop because we didn't have the GameCube mic.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rip.
Rip in peace.
Hey yo, but Book Squirm though.
Best minigame in that whole game.
So, Joe,
Yes.
anything else?
No. Oh! It just hit me. Bloodstain.
Oh yeah, I want to apologize for Shanghaiing your game.
Hey, I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it a whole lot when I was
It was
playing
a
it
fun night.
and watching it. It's making me hype for the 3D one that's coming out soon.
Pretty good G, that Curse of the Moon.
Curse of the Moon is really good, guys. You should go buy it. It's $10.
Yeah.
If you like classic Castlevania, then it'll fit your bill real good. Like,
It's only $10.
it's only $10.
How well does it fit to the Dwayne and Brando remix of Castlevania's soundtrack?
Research not done.
Research inconclusive, but the music's really good.
Really good.
Really fucking good. You get
Some of the
4
bosses are-
fucking. You get the option, I found out, of having 4 characters. You do not have to recruit anyone else.
Oh.
You can just be Zangetsu, kill the dudes you just saved, and just keep going.
But where's the fun in that?
It's just no fun. It's a bad way to play the game if you don't have Miriam.
Miriam is best character.
She's
Huh.
best girl. She's
What if I
perfect
just
in
wanted
everywhere.
the Alucard?
Well, then you go play Castlevania.
Yeah, go play Castlevania.
There is an Alucard character in this though.
Yeah,
He's
Gabble.
just a pompous ass.
Huh.
The bosses are they all look really fucking cool, and the craziest thing about it is they have like a desperation attack. Like a huge desperation attack that will like fucking kill you if it really connects. But they go fucking like full suicide, and they'll just like, if I'm going to die, I might as well try to kill you in the process.
Hmm.
I think my favorite one was when that one just like crashed right into the wall.
Yeah.
That was insane.
It's very similar to Castlevania Rondo of Blood for the TurboGrafx 16, where bosses would do the exact same thing, like either just explode or crash into walls or whenever they were about to die.
Yo, shoutouts to TurboGrafx 16.
Kanye West's new album.
Wait,
When
was
did
that
it drop,
really it?
Alex?
I don't know when his album drops, but mine drops a week from now. I mean a month.
Oh my god. How many songs do you have?
Let me check. None?
3.
Joseph's been riding without me again.
Y'all need to
Kidding me.
coordinate better.
We basically meet up in a room and then we're like, alright. That's it. Go team go.
What are we doing?
Sounds like fun.
And then we come back and it's like, did you write a song? And it's like, no. I will. Eventually.
It just says the on it.
Song about how much Pacific Rim Uprising sucks.
Maybe someday.
Luis.
Title, I Miss You, Guillermo.
So is that it for you, Joe?
That's it. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back.
Hey?
So the topic for today is games that make us cry
Every time.
every time.
Hit that like button if you cry. Every time.
Smash
Support
that
us
like
on
button with your dick.
And support us on our Patreon.
After I beat Yakuza 6 with Alex watching, like, I looked over and, like, he's all teary-eyed and shit.
Like, legit, I could feel tears running down my face. Like, it was legit.
What the fuck?
Me and him were both crying at the end of it, man. It was really sad.
That's what happens when you have a long-running series with characters you care about doing things that impact their lives forever.
It hits you in a really emotional spot. And you're just like, oh my god. I just want everyone to be happy.
Except for that guy. He was a cock.
Fuck that guy.
Don't... What was the name of that one guy from Yakuza 0 that Kiryu thought about first?
Which one?
Huh?
The guy that was like a person smuggler. What's the word for that?
Human trafficker?
Yeah, with the red
It's
suit.
like Oda.
Oh yeah. The insurance, real estate guy. But yeah.
Wait, you mean Tachibana?
Yeah.
No, Oda, the guy that was working for Tachibana. When he starts beating the shit out of the final boss of the game, like, there's little flashes when he starts really laying into the dude, and it goes Oda, then Tachibana, then fucking Miku. Or it was Makoto, not Miku.
Her name is Yumiko.
That's right, I'm sorry.
Her
I
name
forgot.
is Nico Nee.
Thanks,
So what
Ross.
other games have made you cry?
I made a list
I made a short list.
on my telephone. Does your list have Metal Gear Solid 3 on it?
Yes.
Wise man. I noticed with a lot of games, like, it's usually not until the credits that it hits me. Like, a really well-timed credit song will just knock me out. Like, the song
Like,
they
the
use in
point-
Metal Gear Solid 3 killed me.
The point where I start to break out into tears at Metal Gear Solid 3 is just the immediate post-boss fight. Because the moment you're staring her down, you've got the gun, I'm like, I really don't want to do this.
It's
I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it. Holy shit.
for me, it was like, you kill the boss and it's like, damn, that's heavy, bro. And then the 5-hour speech from Eva talking about how much of a great woman the boss was, and it's like, no, don't do that.
Hatred.
I really don't need this after just having the heaviest boss fight. And also one of the most stressful.
Bro, that fight is honestly fun as hell.
It's awesome. It's a
It's
good fight.
amazing.
It's like, what if you were fighting yourself?
Basically,
What if you were fighting yourself and you weren't a cuck British man,
What?
but a sexy lady?
huh?
Liquid.
The Metal Gear Solid series, starting with Metal Gear. What if you killed your clone dad? What if you killed your clone dad again? What if you killed your brother? What if you killed your crazy soldier dad? What if you killed your crazy mom, who wasn't crazy and was a true patriot? What if you killed your crazy uncle?
Wow.
You're right. You're right.
What is? Wait. What? You said crazy uncle, and it makes me think. What does Ocelot classify as?
So
Kind of his uncle.
kinda. It depends on what you think Big Boss's relationship is to the boss.
To the boss?
Yes.
Because the way he put it is like she was a mentor and a mother to him, and she is the mom of Ocelot. So that's like, I guess, a brother
Like,
to Big Boss,
Actually, yeah, that does make perfect sense.
which would make Solid Snake his nephew, which would make Ocelot Snake's uncle.
Metal Gear Solid
So-
4. Games
so-
that make you cry every time.
So does that mean in Metal Gear Solid 4 you fight your brunkle?
No, you fight your uncle.
Your Grunkle Ocelot.
Bro, speaking of 4, to be honest, I feel like personally 4 has a lot heavier impact than 3 for me.
In terms of what?
Well, in terms of like Snake has gotten so old
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
and he's been through so much shit.
Mm-hmm. That's actually one of the games that made me cry,
Right?
especially during the microwave scene.
Oh yeah.
The microwave scene is very heavy, yes.
Yeah, because you just see him struggling, and I'm very empathetic, so I can just feel how he feels, and all the cutscenes passing through with Meryl and
Meryl and Johnny.
Raiden.
Yeah, everyone.
Just everybody.
and just the music playing, and you're
Music
just
really
like,
doesn't help.
yeah. And I felt my body get so warm because it was so tense and emotional. Like they did that scene very good.
They honestly did all of the games.
Yeah, they did.
So well.
They character built very well to get you that attached to Old Snake.
That's also the whole story thing in and of itself is also because it was just story heavy.
Oh yeah.
And it's partly because everybody was so confused about everything else, I think, and they kept saying, "Hey, make another game because we don't know what the fuck is going on."
Vamp's a vampire. Stop asking.
You know, he's a bisexual vampire. But I kind of get a little misty whenever I think about Metal Gear Solid 1.
Maybe
Metal Gear Solid is just built to make you cry.
I like how you said Metal Gear Solid 1 and then it was just silence.
Well, I can't really say much for that because
you didn't beat it.
all right, listen.
Did the list just increase still?
Well, she didn't say no to not beating.
I was basically at the end, but the stupid it was just horrible. The fucking camera angle and just fucking the the Metal Gear scene.
Rex.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the fight with Rex is really difficult. I'll
Yes.
agree with you. I got stuck on that for a long time.
That's the only reason why I never finished it. But I did play through it all. Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, 4, and what's left is 5. So, out of all of them so far, number 4 for sure got to me with the feels. Probably because I already played through the other ones with Snake. So seeing him old, it just like wraps it up for me, basically, you know.
Right?
Yeah. But like,
What, you said
I think I
Corey,
was pretty emotional. What?
You said
Oh,
MGS1, so name a moment.
Yeah.
What?
You said MGS1, so name a moment.
Like the end of it, dude. Like, just like everything gets kind of deep because it's just like you don't know how much longer you have left to live, so
That's
you
true.
just make the most of it, Snake.
Because it's like, Snake, you have Fox die, and you could die tomorrow or 50 years from now. And so he's like, I'm gonna live for the future.
And then he goes and joins up with fucking Ocelot. Not Ocelot, Otacon. He's just like, I'm gonna go fight Metal Gears, never mind, bitch. But the moment itself is still, like, tender and deep, and it's just like, man. Heavy, bruh.
When Snake kills Sniper Wolf.
Mhm.
That is. Ooh.
Oh, and just the dogs. The
Yeah.
wolves around. That's that. Yeah, that part.
And then he goes up to her dead body and puts the handkerchief on her. And also, Otacon. Dang it, that is a mistake.
Yeah. See?
Speaking of,
I wasn't done with my sentence, you whore.
Yeah.
Continue. I apologize.
Otacon's
Thank
like,
you.
what are you doing? And he's like, I don't have any more tears to shed. And then Otacon balls like a big baby.
I ball like a big baby.
Snake, do you think love can bloom on the battlefield?
Don't make
I
fun
do.
of it, because that's a really good scene.
That's a really powerful scene. It's
Because
top
Otacon,
tier.
Otacon's there thinking about Sniper Wolf, and Snake's there thinking about Meryl. And they kind of have like this resolution, like, we gotta do everything we can.
Yeah. Yeah. And then fucking Sniper Wolf dies. So fuck you, Otacon. Otacon, the man whose life is filled with misery.
And then, depending on what happened, Meryl could die.
Yeah, if you suck. Or if you use the turbo.
and don't even think about using auto fire, or I'll know.
God, what a good game.
Anyone have any other games?
I was pretty emotional at the end of Fire Emblem Shadows of Celestia.
Did you cry?
A little, but not for like the same reason of like Metal Gear Solid, where everything's like tender and kind of like a deep emotion to it. With the Shadows of the Valentia thing, with the Fire Emblem Echoes thing, it's just like I'm in tears. I'm sobbing a little bit due to the fact of just like how epic it is. Like, it's a moment where the two armies that you've been controlling throughout the entire game have unified into one. You're about to go face off against a mad god, and the music to it, especially like the new version of this game's music, with the choir and everything singing behind you, is just like so fucking good. I'm just like, yeah, it brings a fucking tear to my eye. I'm gonna kill that god. It's fucking awesome. I think I also got a little emotional for the same reason, like for the Wonderful 101.
Oh yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah, because like you're fighting a giant planet. You have all your characters backing you up during it, and just like the music at that moment is just so fucking heroic that you're just like the manliest of tears.
That game is like one of those generic business charts where it's like, here's our earnings, and it like goes way up. That game never stops going up.
Goes up forever. Goes up all the way to the end and keeps going. We had to get more charts.
Earthbound and Mother 3 get me.
Oh god, yeah.
And Earthbound knows it's doing it because its ending theme is called Smiles and Tears.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything about Nier because I love that game and I think everyone should experience it. But
But holy shit, is it sad.
like, so much, just a lot of emotions in that game, and especially like the ending to Automata is this incredibly feel-good, crazy moment that you don't see coming.
It's the complete opposite of the original Nier, where like it's an incredibly emotional moment that you didn't see coming and you don't want to happen, whereas Automata is like, oh god, it's just gonna end like Nier. Wait, no, psych!
I endorse these games,
They're good games. Very good games.
but I'm a pussy, and sometimes Super Mario 64 makes me cry.
Super Mario 64?
The credits theme.
It's a good song to hear. Once you finally beat Bowser, you rescue the princess, and you start hearing that song, and then I start thinking about fucking like games done quick, and I'm just like, man,
I love that track. That is one of my favorite tracks.
It's the perfect end to an adventure.
Yeah.
it's a nice calm after all the storm.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Thank you so much. What about you, Joe? What game made you shed a tear?
What game made me shed a tear? That's a good question.
Joe,
Man,
have you ever cried at a game?
I can't say that I have.
Damn.
Well,
I mean, to be
to be
fair,
fair.
shut the fuck up.
God, what? Fuck already. Damn.
To be fair, I never really cried at any of the Metal Gear games, but they did make me feel. They made me feel.
Right.
Roz is a hard man to get feels, but when he gets them, he has them. And with you, Joe, you don't really go for a lot of majorly story-involved games. You mostly you get games that like you're in and you're out.
Right. That's usually how I like to roll. But if we were talking about movies, I could.
I was just about to say that. I was like, do you want to supplement a movie instead?
Yeah.
What's a movie that's really made you shed a tear?
Okay, so Return of the Jedi. The moment where Luke he's dragging Vader like to the ship, he's just thrown the Emperor over, and then he's just like talking to him about like, hey, you were right about me, you were right, and I'm just like, oh my god.
You wouldn't really expect a really heavy moment of Return of the Jedi, but it's got a pretty powerful moment right there.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I love that. I love that moment. I love the whole redemption thing. And when I was a kid, Return of the Jedi was my favorite of the three. But as I've grown up, I like Empire Strikes Back out of the three the most.
Empire's so goddamn good.
Yeah. I've got other movies that I can't really say like sadness, but I get really excited. Or it's like a really feel good movie. I really like to hark back to Jurassic Park, and again with the ending, like right as our characters they look like they're gonna die. They're surrounded by velociraptors, and then the T-Rex, she comes out of nowhere, kicks both those raptors' ass, and humans are all getting outside. After careful consideration, I've decided not to endorse your park. So have I. And then the last shot you see is the T-Rex roaring there, the banner coming down when dinosaurs ruled the earth. That's the perfect ending to like the film right there.
Nice.
First 5 seconds of Up make me cry like a baby.
Okay, raise your hand if you don't cry to Up. No one? Okay.
What the fuck?
Ross hasn't watched Up.
Yes,
Ross?
he has.
That
Did not
movie,
cry.
after watching that 13 minutes or 10 minutes or however long it is, I'm just like, what's the point?
That was the story of an entire movie right there. What's left?
How much you've already ripped my heart out.
They went up. Now where are they gonna go? They're gonna go down. That's a sequel. It's the story of a cantankerous old man learning to love again.
God of War.
You mean the new one?
I definitely don't mean the old ones.
Yeah. I used to hate Kratos with a burning passion. But ever since this latest version, I actually don't mind him anymore. He's matured as a character.
He has. He has indeed. Like, this new one has put Kratos into a whole new light. It's really made him just a beautiful boy, once again. And also, he has a boy who is beautiful. He's a good boy.
He gets to be a beautiful boy who has a beautiful boy.
Who has a beautiful boy. Who has a beautiful boy. Who has a wolf.
Boy!
This is my boy. Boy.
Boy has like 3 different names in the entire game.
Boy.
Boy,
Boy,
read this.
Boy, Atreus, and spoilers.
Spoilers is my favorite.
I really couldn't believe when he turned into a car.
Yeah,
And they
it's
called
crazy.
him spoilers because of his incredibly large spoilers.
So big are his spoilers. So big.
Such a massive spoilers.
Syl, do you have anything else on your list?
Of course, Final Fantasy VII was one for me when I was young, and I played the game by myself, no help from my brother. I was like around 7 years old, so it made sense to play Final Fantasy VII when I was 7 years old. But of
Seven's
course,
your favorite number.
kiss my ass. Anyways, yeah, the Aerith scene, of course.
Of course.
I watched
course.
it, and then it's like when she got stabbed. It's like you can. When I was young, I felt the rage Cloud felt, and I was like, I'm about to fucking whoop this bitch's ass right now. And then the music is still playing while you're fighting, and like I just got so into it. I was immersed. So it made the scene when I finally defeated Genova.
I was immersed in polygons.
Yeah.
Fuck off!
She had to get
Polygons
revenge.
of my ass crack.
She had to get revenge for Cool Ranch.
Yeah. Not my Cool Ranch.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I remember I had a calendar next to me. Believe it or not, I think it was a Naruto calendar.
Oh my god.
But it was,
Believe it.
it was
or
on my
not.
it was on my wall, and then I remember I saved that night, and then I wrote on my wall, on my calendar, the day Aerith died.
What day is that? We should celebrate it on a podcast.
I'll probably pull it out probably after this podcast, and then
Please.
we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up after.
I'd love that if you can get that date down.
Perfect. You think that scene still has any impact after being the game once?
I'm gonna say.
Probably
I thought you were gonna say, do you think that scene has any impact after the memes?
Well,
Do you think that scene is going to have the impact in Final
Oh.
Fantasy VII Remake?
Maybe even. I mean, well, look at it this way. We knew what happened to Zack in Final Fantasy VII,
This is true.
and when I played Crisis Core, that one really made me cry like a little bitch,
well, I mean,
actually.
Crisis Core put you in his shoes.
Yeah.
too, so
But like, and because of that, that's why I cried so. But I cried like a fucking bitch. I had like fucking Studio Ghibli tears rolling down my face.
did you cry like One Piece?
Yeah, literally.
Yo, real talk. The end of that shit, that last holdout with just Zack fighting against an
Yes.
entire army of soldiers.
I was crying while fighting, like X circle.
Like he had some shit with like his slot reels.
Oh
like-
yes,
Like they would
Yes.
keep disappearing or something. I
yes. His slot reels would like pick Angeal or
Like it would pick a mix of 3 people,
Yeah.
and then they would just
it would
disappear.
it would show memories of them while you're fighting, and it just fucking right when you think, okay, I'm not gonna cry, here comes Aerith, and it's like, fucking, we made the little cart of flowers for her. No, we already know. We know what happens. We know what's happening, but we're still fighting. And it's like, I can heal you. I have cure materia, but it's just, you can't do anything. It's fucking fate. It's been written. And
Keep
it's just,
fighting to find that answer.
You can't change the past.
I really wish they made a version of Crisis Core for PS4, because that game was too beautiful to be on a fucking handheld.
Crisis
You
Core
do need to
remake
bring it
for
back.
PlayStation 5. Sony, get on that.
It's
Come on,
they-
Sony.
Confirmed.
By the time they get on that, be the end of the world and we'll all be exploding in the sun. So there will be a little TV, it'll be staticky, and little Sony's president's brain will be in a jar and be like, "Hey guys, we're going to be announcing Final Fantasy Crisis Core."
At E3 30XX.
If they just ported it with some HD graphics and shit, like that'd be fine. Or do like a little remaster, but like if they go the route with like they are with Final Fantasy VII being a complete remake, then it'll take for fucking ever.
Just Birth by Sleep it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they did that. Come on.
they did Birth by Sleep. They needed to do Crisis Core. I agree, especially since I never beat that game.
Wait, was that the same studio as the one that did Birth by Sleep?
Maybe.
Square Enix, no?
Oh, really? It was just Square.
Who knows? Google.
Get on that shit.
Who cries during Naruto?
Oh my god, Rock Lee.
No.
Alex, every day.
Rock Lee, thinking about Rock Lee outside that hospital, being told he can't be a ninja anymore, but he's still out there training. Like, I'm gonna cry right now.
Damn.
His entire dream was taken away from him, but he won't give up.
Rock Lee is the only way to make you cry in Naruto.
There's some other stuff. There was a part where Naruto was getting beat up by some member of the Akatsuki. What are they called?
Akatsuki.
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 But he's getting beat up, and then
Akatsuki.
The sad part is that I know that.
Akatsuki. I always said it.
Akatsuki Blitzkopf.
yeah, I just say Akatsuki. But Hinata shows up, and Naruto's on the ground, and she's like, "I love you," and then she gets the shit beat out of her, and then
Naruto beat up the shit out of hentai? I mean... What's her name?
That was a Freudian slip.
That was a full.
So, what are you looking
mouth.
at right now?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm looking at me writing the word Akatsuki.
A Kukski. That's what they are.
Akuk.
Akatsuki.
Akatsuki.
Those Persona games.
I don't. I got a little emotional at the end of 5, but not like hugely emotional.
5 and
And I love
4.
5 to death.
5 and 4 are kind of like these just feel good things.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, 3 is bittersweet, and everything that happens in that game has a major impact.
You will cry at the end of 3.
Like, even knowing what happens in that game, all the Persona ending themes are in Japanese, so I have no idea what they're saying. And one day I decided to look up the ending theme and see what it really meant. And just looking at the lyrics and listening to it, I was like, oh, that's how you're gonna do me, huh?
It's deeper than I thought it was. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, time to go into the meme verse to cry. How about Undertale?
Undertale gets me. Especially that song. Music apparently has a really strong effect on my emotions, because every time I think about crying, it's always a song associated with it. With Nier, Undertale, Persona.
Bone Trousel.
That song gets me every time.
He just won. I love spaghetti so much. Oh, a DS game that made me cry was Ghost Trick. And it's a puzzle game made by Capcom that nobody played. I think it may be by the same people that made Phoenix Wright.
A puzzle game made you cry?
Because it's got a deep story in it. Towards the end, there's this moment where it has a flashback scene, and it really gets me. And I'm like, holy shit, that's the saddest thing I've ever seen. And then 5 seconds later, it goes into this deep, like, plot dump on me. So it's like, I just got this horrible news, and I started crying, and then somebody picked me up and put me in a schoolroom and started teaching me. And I'm like... What?
I can't read the blackboard, I'm crying too hard. Can I borrow your notes?
I think Ghost Trick's on the phone. I would recommend that game.
Ooh. Did I cry during The World Ends With You? I don't think I did. I want to think that I did, because I'm a huge baby and I'll cry at anything, but like, I don't think I cried at the end of The World Ends With You. Should I talk about that ending?
Sure.
I didn't play it.
I don't know.
Are you ever gonna play it?
I don't know anything.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh my god. So like, the entire point of the game is that you're in the Reaper game because you died and shit, and you're trying to come back to life by completing the game. And it's been this whole conspiracy where the Reapers are against you and shit. And you win, you beat the game, and then it just resets to the week before, and you're just like, fuck. It's a good game though. And in
I
the end,
enjoyed it.
like, in the end, there is like a little cutscene where it's like, oh hey, everyone did revive. I need to go back and replay that sometime.
Yeah. I should
When I
play
get that
it too.
Switch.
Anybody?
Maybe you should. maybe you should
Wait.
Hmm?
Is it on the Switch?
It's coming on the Switch, yes.
Oh my god. I'm sold.
What about Zelda games, guys?
Yeah. I think
Twilight Princess.
I think it was Twilight Princess. It's either Twilight Princess or another one.
Skyward Sword got me, I think.
Yeah, I forget because I keep mashing those two together, Twilight and Skyward. But there was one where it's like I wanted to get a very good ending. I think it was Skyward because I was fighting Demise and I wanted to end it flashy.
Yeah, I believe it.
I can
That
respect
was
that.
yeah. That was one where I was like so into it. I was like, no, we gotta end this right. Shwing!
Butterfly Net.
I think for me, like the most emotional I got for a Zelda game was probably Twilight Princess.
Midna.
Yeah, Midna.
Mm.
Girl, you could have hung out. That would have been cool with all of us. You could have just stayed around. And you're like, you gonna do me like this? Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
Beautiful games.
You know what game really got me?
Animal
What?
Crossing.
Buck Bumble for the Nintendo 64.
Gosh, shut the fuck up
Oh,
about
for
fucking
fuck's sake.
Go buck bumble fuck yourself.
Do you cry whenever you hear the ending theme to Symphony of the Night, Alex?
No, that's too goofy.
How does that go?
I don't even remember.
Just like the wind. It's this really cheesy, like... It's like the Titanic,
Oh,
but it's for Castlevania. It's super weird.
And it plays like after Alucard, like, just remember, all it takes for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
And then he's like, don't do drugs. Just like the wind.
Don't do drugs,
Here.
just like the wind.
Far, forever.
Janir, Jafar.
Just suck my ass.
It's so weird. Ah, boy. Oh boy, oh boy. What about Super Mario Galaxy?
Oh my god, fuck you. Oh my god.
Here comes the tears.
Rosalina's storybook is the saddest thing ever developed by man. It's like,
It's a machine developed to make you cry.
I was recently, when I replayed it, I talked about it on the first episode. I walked into that room and I'm like, I remember crying, but I'm a man. I can do it this time. And I got to like chapter 2 and I was like, oh, here it comes!
No!
Thinking about poor little Luma and Rosalina out there in the galaxy, searching for their family, but never able to find them. So they have to make a family of their own.
Oh, okay. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Or she goes from being a little lost child to being the mother protecting everyone.
Big Mama.
I'm trying to really think if there's anything else that's made me cry recently.
You know what game? Big meme joke, Doritos Crash Course.
Why would you even bring that up?
It makes me cry every time, thinking about little Xbox Avatar. He just wants Doritos so bad.
But he can't have them.
Not unless he goes through the American Ninja Warrior obstacle course.
That's a terrible life. Yes, you can have a bag of Doritos, but you have to jump through hoops, avoid fire and sharks that are on fire.
Shark in the fire, our shark.
Flaming sharks?
Communist Russia.
Laser beams. But then, if you survive all of that, you get the bag of Doritos.
I never
So funny.
cried at the end of it, but Fallout New Vegas' DLC ending got me pretty bad. Especially because my whole playthrough of that game was kind of a disaster. Like, I was forced to kill a potential follower due to the fact that they just went crazy and tried to kill me at one point. And I was like, oh god, I really don't want to do this to you. Please don't. And then you get this big emotional speech from the guy you just fought and killed. And I'm just sitting on a rock looking over New Vegas, and I'm just like, yeah, time to stop playing this.
I'm thinking about, you said your entire run was disastrous, and all I can think about is the courier and Yes Man standing over Las Vegas like it's on fire, and they're like, we did it! We saved the city!
Pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
It's a pleasure to play with you, gentlemen.
Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Oh,
I didn't beat that game.
I didn't beat it either.
oh.
I had fun with it though when I played.
It's a nice chill game.
It's a nice little game.
I just thought of a movie that really got me. It kind of gets me. Not as much, but it used to a whole lot.
Go on.
When I first saw Toy Story 3,
Oh.
I broke down. I was like, "Damn you, Pixar!" Oh, and it was about that time where I was graduating from high school, about to go off to college.
When I saw Toy Story 3, I think it was in some class. Like, teachers like, alright, nothing to do. We're watching Toy Story 3.
Alright.
When's Toy Story?
Toy Story
Sure.
4 is a game called Kingdom Hearts 3.
Soon,
No.
soon.
Yo, Ross.
What did you say, Sil?
We never got to watch all the series of Toy Story.
And
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
we
to
had-
now because supposedly it's canon with Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, gives a shit.
Oh my
We'll
god.
have to-
To know everything about Kingdom Hearts lore, you have to play Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2, Birth by Sleep, 256 Days, and Toy Story 1, 2, and 3.
You have to.
Oh, don't forget Dream Drop Distance.
Which ties in with the Toy Story short, Slinky Dog's Big Adventure.
Oh boy.
No, but next time we meet up, we'll marathon them. Those films.
I don't know if I can handle it.
This will be a group thing. All 5 of us, not just 3 of us. You can do it. I believe in you.
I keep forgetting there's 5 of us. I keep counting Sil and Ross as one entity.
Hey,
That's-
you're not wrong.
Wait, what?
I keep counting you and Sil as one person.
Hey, you're not wrong. I'm inside you right now.
That's disgusting.
It's an Aries thing.
Sil's piloting Ross.
Get in the Ross Sill.
I mean, technically,
Corey, quote Plankton from that first episode he was in. With the brain. Whatever he said.
Which one?
The one where he sticks the remote controller in his brain. He says something. Just quote something.
Wakey wakey.
Wakey wakey.
Wakey wakey.
Shut your mouth, you mediocre clarinet player.
Mediocre.
Mediocre.
See, if Ross and Sil were a fighting game character, they'd be like Carl Clover or something, where it's just like 2 characters but 1 controller.
And
if we were a Smash character, we would be Popo and Nana. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
no, it'd be more like Duck Hunt Dog.
Which one's the duck?
Ross is the duck.
Sill's laughing at you, dog.
Yeah, well, she is the bitch.
And with that, I think it's time to say goodbye to the audience.
I don't know.
Everyone-
I think we can keep going.
No. No.
Anybody got another topic? Because if you don't, then you die.
Oh, I do have a topic.
How many times do you get punched by someone that's in the same room as you?
Oh God.
More than I would
Is she
like.
squeezing out a
Stop.
turd?
Why?
If Ross is a turd, then yes.
This has been the podcast, episode 4.
Wait, I did have a topic.
Save it for next week's podcast.
Next time.
Ah!